Hello everyone, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year everyone. I thought I should probably do a cursory I'm not dead yet video. It has been 3 months since my last video, and rather than the usual bullshit that I puke up at you, I'm just going to say I haven't done one. I'm not sorry. I've been doing other things, I've been working my ass off, I've been doing things I enjoy. I've been having a well-earned break from gaming and videos in general, I think. I've still been around, still been watching videos. I've not been commenting as much as I probably should be, but I'm still about, still here. I'm not sorry for not posting any videos, but I just haven't felt the need. Yes, pickups video, number 20 I believe. 20 in 2 years I would have been doing this now, I think. I don't know. Not 20 videos, 20 pickups videos. It's fairly minimal in the grand scheme of things, but I did used to do some pretty epical hauls, I must say. Not much this time around, and let's just get straight stuck in, shall we? First off, this isn't really a pickup, but I had a rummage in my mum's attic. This is what, 2 weeks ago now. I knew I had this somewhere. I just could not remember for the life of me where I put it. I was really hoping it was in the attic, because if it weren't in her attic it meant it was binned and I would have been gutted. Now it's not in best conditions at all. This originally came from an uncle of mine, and he gave it to me when I was very small, and he gave it to me in piss poor condition, but it works, it's complete and it's beautiful. But without further ado, I found my old Atari 520 ST. As you can see, it needs one hell of a clean up, and it's even got a a fag burn hole there. I don't smoke, by the way, can't abide the fucking stuff. But yeah, it works. I've got mouse for it, joystick, a stack of dodgy floppies, like as tall as me. They're about, I'm not going to show you what they are, but there's been hundreds of classics there. I'm very, very happy to have this back in my home. I say that, I haven't actually hoisted it back up yet, so I assume it works. If not, I'm sure I can take it apart and give it a clean up and get it working again. But the game I'm most happy to be playing on this again, it's a game called Rollin' Ronnie, which platformer. You play as a little lad called Ronnie who's on his skates. He's got to avoid various obstacles, but bloody fantastic. I'm very, very happy to have this back, should I say. It's a shame about the condition, but you know, it works. Small stack of games, none of it retro now. So that's the retro section of the video done. If you're not interested in PS3 or Xbox 360, turn off now. But we'll go through PS3 first, because there's the most here. See if I can pick these up where I put them on camera. There we go. Right, now I'm not sure whether I showed this in my last video or not, as it was 3 months ago. I bought this quite a while ago. Pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I showed off the 3DS iteration of this series, but we have Kingdom Hearts HD Remix 1.5 or something. This is absolutely fantastic. I've only just started playing through the first Kingdom Hearts game, replaying through the first Kingdom Hearts game on this, and I'm bloody enjoying it. Controls aren't as smooth as I want to remember them being, but the resolution on it, everything they've done to the graphics is just absolutely beautiful. They haven't like changed it or anything. It's just, I can't think of the fucking word. They've just like, upscaled everything really, and it looks really nice. I am very much enjoying this game. It's a shame about the inlay on this. As I said before, I like PS3 cases because they can sometimes do fantastic artwork on the insides, but this is just white, and it's a very heavily missed opportunity, which is quite sad as well, considering you've got bloody Disney and Square Enix on this. You would have thought they would have been able to put a fair amount of money into their box art, but what are you going to do? Manual's in colour, which I'm not going to show you because that would be pointless, wouldn't it? I'm happy it's in colour and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I'm not too far into it. I've been playing it 4 or 5 hours, I guess. I've done all the beginning section, so I've gone through Traverse Town, is it called? I've done Tarzan section. Where am I now? I can't remember, it's been a month or so since I played it. Either way, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's nice to actually have a game that I'm playing rather than shit tons sat there, which by the looks of things at the moment aren't really going to get much playtime in them. Next off, we have a game which I bought the other day with some Christmas money. I'm very disappointed with it. I'm not sure why I got it on PS3 rather than Xbox 360, because I have the first two games on Xbox 360. I'm just enjoying playing the PS3 more at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's in the living room and I get to be in the living room with my other half for a start. But I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm just playing my PS3 a bit more than 360 these days, I guess. But that's Batman Arkham Origins. I'm only an hour or so into this so far. I've literally just beaten Deathstroke, which was pretty fucking hard, by the way. I died on that a fair amount of times. I'm playing on normal as well. Again, it's got a white sleeve. It's disappointing. But as far as this game compares to... Oh, sorry, something's repeating on me. As far as this game compares to Asylum and City, it's rock bottom. It's awful in comparison. I don't know if it's because I haven't played a lot into it so far, but I'm missing the Riddler challenges. I'm completely missing the freedom, and it just doesn't feel that open. And the frame rate on this drops consistently. It's horrendous. I don't know if installing the game would do it much good. In fact, I might have even had a mandatory install on this one. I don't know if I can see if it does on the back. I wouldn't even know where to look, to be honest. But it took a fucking long time to download and install some shit when I put this on for the first time, that's for sure. Very disappointed in this one. Next we have a game which, in my eyes, has been overhyped to the hills and back, and then back to the hills again, because I'm not getting on with it at all. I'm not sure if I've showed this in the last video either. Hopefully not. I don't think I did. But that game is The Last of Us. Now, I don't even know where to start. Again, I'm not horrendously far. I'm not very far, rather, into this title. About 5 hours again into it, I would imagine. The beginning of it had me gripped completely. I really got into it, but then after the beginning, as it started ticking over, it's really hard to explain this without spoiling any story, but I'm going to try. If you don't understand me, there's no change there. But yeah, I got through the beginning, which was absolute bliss. Graphics absolutely phenomenal. I'm speaking with my eyes closed now. I'm scared. I'm waffling. Shut up, stranger. I hate living outside the fucking busiest pub in the town. It is... Just hear a bunch of drunks behind me, it winds me up. Back on topic. The beginning of this game had me gripped. The graphics were phenomenal. The story is great. The characters I found were very likeable. But then as I got into it and the gameplay got introduced, oh my god. I've never been so bored of a title that's been hyped up. The combat in it is horrendous. I hate the guns, I hate the way you move. For the most part, every other character other than the main character seems to be incredibly unlikable. Maybe all this changes as you get further into the game, but I hate the enemies. It's not floating my boat whatsoever. I'm sure you've seen this on a million pickup videos before, but this is how PS3 game inlays should be done. I will say it does have a very, very pretty cover. Very impressed with that. I love that. That just entices me to play, that does. Yeah, very disappointed in this one, and also the beginning, all the cinematic sequence. Excuse me. All the cinematic sequences, and obviously the intro to this game. It's playable, but it's essentially just walk forward. But it's done in the same graphics as the cinematics, and they're phenomenal. But the second you get into the gameplay, it's a massive difference. The gameplay graphics to cinematics, and it really, really, for me at least, just completely took me out of it. It was like I was in this magical world, and then all of a sudden I'm back on my sofa, holding a fucking diddy-ass, horrible PlayStation controller, thinking, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Yeah, Last of Us. Disappointed. I will finish this though. I've gone back to it 3 times already. I've played an hour, gone ugh, don't like that. Left it like 2-3 weeks, gone back to it, played an hour, same again. I've done that 3 times now, and I should probably get back on this. I do want to finish it. That's just my opinion of the game. I know this is very well loved, but I'm not getting on with it. Also, fucking Charlie Brooker did a video games thing on TV in England, obviously. It was like 20 most influential games or something, and it actually ended with The Last of Us being not number 1, but it was like number 2 or something. I think, what the fuck has this done that a million games before it hasn't done? Obviously I've not finished it yet, but I could not understand this being in there other than fucking big payoff for advertisement. Right, and on the complete opposite end of the scale of that, we've got a game which I absolutely adore next, but I've got to have some drink first. Which is absolutely vile. Don't know why I'm drinking that. It's Indian tonic water with lime, with a wedge of lime, buckets of ice, and single barrel Jack Daniels. I like Jack Daniels. It's not single barrel apparently. Blah, not good at all. Right, yeah, I absolutely adore this game, and the cover's smudged and it's making me a little bit upset. Yeah, I adore this game. I knew one thing about this game, and that was that Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page was in it. I'd seen one trailer when it was originally announced. I thought, that looks absolutely amazing. Sold, don't want to watch anymore. Didn't read anything on it, never watched a thing on it again. Anytime anybody's mentioned it in a video, I've tuned out or skipped past it because I just didn't want to know. I just wanted to pick it up and play it, and I'm so glad I did. But obviously that game is beyond 2 souls, and man, apparently this has had a bit of bad press. I've only looked into it a bit since I finished the game, but I don't understand why, because I absolutely adore it. Like, this is one of my favourite games of this generation. I prefer it to Heavy Rain. Now, I would say most people are probably going to disagree with me there, but it's just my opinion, and I really do thoroughly enjoy this game. I finished it once, and it's got multiple endings. It's just like Heavy Rain in that respect. In fact, the gameplay is a lot like Heavy Rain. If you don't know anything about the game, I'm not going to tell anything. I'm not going to tell you about it other than it is like Heavy Rain to play, and it is fucking fantastic. Go and buy it. But the story completely took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be like paranormal in the slightest. I thought it was going to be the same like vein as Heavy Rain. There's not enough words I can say about this game other than it's fantastic. I've gone through 6 of the endings so far, and I believe there's another 6 more to go through, which I will be doing at some point. I just needed a break because I bought this game, sat down on the couch, and then stopped till it was over. Oh, excuse me. I think it's that drink. It's vile stuff. But yeah, I sat down on the couch, played it, and didn't really stop till it was over, other than to, you know, sleep and work. But it was like 3 days of excessive playing after work. I enjoyed it, and the other half thoroughly enjoyed watching it as well, which is always a good sign. Bonus. Yeah, inlay of that cover. It was very nice. Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe in it. Oh my god. So good. I don't like Ellen Page, I don't like Willem Dafoe as actors. But, oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'll be playing through that one numerous times throughout my lifespan, providing in 20 years time you can get hold of a working PS3. We'll see how things go, eh? But yeah, Beyond 2 Souls, brilliant stuff. That was a waffle and a half for no reason. Before I continue with the next few games, I just noticed I haven't done the old blue tonic and showed you the spines. Nothing too interesting to see there, other than Batman. Batman's done pretty well with the spine. I don't mind the blacks, but the white is just horrible. Right, next we have a game which I found in a charity shop. I do want to play it at some point, but I haven't even started the first game or the second game in the series yet. It cost me like £1.50. I don't usually do this anymore. I have slowed down my game purchasing big time, as you can obviously tell, because I've got so many games I need to finish, and the collector in me is dying out a little bit at the moment, and the player in me is coming out a bit more. The game player, obviously, but yeah, I picked this up in a charity shop. It was nothing. It's Killzone 3. It's in horrendous condition. In fact, I think the disc is perfect. Apparently the disc is absolutely perfect, but the case, it's just like 12 dogs have vomited on it. But the inside of the cover is very nice. I know fuck all about the Killzone series as well, so it will be interesting to get into this one once I put some time aside to play it. Again, my PS3 is in the living room, and first-person shooters, they don't really... It is first-person shooter, isn't it? Either way, shooters don't usually float my boat, and as far as other people watching them goes, they're never the most interesting thing to watch in the world, so I've got to have some consideration for the other half while the game's on the floor. No, while the PS3's in the other room, so when we eventually get a new Blu-ray player for the living room, the PS3 migrates in here, maybe I'll start playing more games of that. And that can stay down there, because I can't be asked to pick it up. Well, that was it for PS3 pickups, and that was the majority of the pickups over the last 3 months, to be honest. I got 2 360 games, both of which have been disappointing to me. They might surprise you. First off being... well, I'll just tell you what it is. I can't have to go through these explanations every time. It's Bioshock Infinite. I was expecting great things from this game due to the buzz, and obviously the previous 2 games, which were fantastic. I had Bioshock 1 and 2 for a very long time, and they just sat predominantly unplayed, and one weekend I went through Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2 over the course of a Saturday and a Sunday. I just literally, those 2 games in a row, back to finish, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. I obviously only got one ending on each game, but they were brilliant, and I've been looking forward to Bioshock Infinite ever since then, and this was about 6-7 months ago, I'd say. And I picked this game up very late into it coming out, because I wanted to wait for it to get cheap. I'm not too flush with the old green stuff, but again, I've not played too far into this, about 4 hours into it. It's not really doing it for me. I'm getting really bored of the gameplay, and the story or the setting isn't really doing it for me either, to be honest. Got a really good spine though, every cloud and all that. It does have a, well, it looks like a reversible cover. Well, it is a reversible cover, but I won't be using it for one reason, even if it is better artwork. Don't know how clear you can see it, but I ain't taking it out the spine. It looks really nice, but I ain't going to flip it over simply because it doesn't have the Xbox 360 logo there or on the spine on the inside, which is really disappointing, because I lied, I am going to take it out the spine, maybe just a little bit. It does look really nice, and you can't see it because I've got a lamp on it. It's it's glaring. But other than that, it's very disappointing to me. It's quite upsetting, but well, I don't understand why it's been hyped up so much, to be honest with you. It's not doing anything which hundreds of games before it haven't really done, in my eyes at least, anyway. And lastly is a game which I bought at the same time as Batman Origins, again with some leftover Christmas money from Tesco's, because my local game store was Blockbuster, and that closed down. Well, when Blockbuster closed down worldwide, I believe. It must be worldwide. They've completely gone out there, they're dead. Yeah, and now I essentially only have a Tesco's and charity shops for my game finds, which is really dire, which is another reason why I haven't been buying many games, because online shopping is a bad thing for me. I go way overboard once I start on that train. But yeah, lastly is Gears of War Judgement. Now, I've only played like Act 1, Part 1 of this so far, and again, I'm not getting into it. Fucking Mr. Misery Guts here today. Look at that fucking shit stain above my lip. Gotta get rid of that. Yeah, I'm not getting into this. I wasn't expecting to get into this, to be honest, which is why it wasn't a day one purchase for me, and why I haven't bought a limited edition version of it, providing there even is a limited edition version of it, to be honest. I'm a massive fan of Gears of War, in case you're new to this. But I can't stand Baird, so him being the main character is it's not a good starting point. But as far as they've done with the gameplay, for the most part it's heavily unchanged, other than the fact they've put this new stars system into the campaign, which would have been fine and dandy if they kept it the same as it was in Gears of War 3. In Gears of War 3 they did a campaign and arcade mode. Arcade mode was essentially the campaign, but you got points, which is great, because after you'd gone through the campaign you could go back and you could get competitive with your co-op partner. However, they've just put the points into the campaign, as far as I can tell so far, and it's killing the atmosphere for me, because I'm constantly worrying about having top stars for everything when I just want to run and gun. But because these stars are on the top of my screen all the time, I'm trying too hard and I'm not enjoying it. As far as the story's going, it's fine so far. I can't say a lot's happened. I will play through it and I will finish it because I love the Gears of War story. The graphic novel was brilliant. I've finished most of the books. What haven't I read? Coalition's End. I can't remember if I've read Anvil Gate. I've done Ashburn Fields and just those Remnant. No, it is Remnant. You got me tongue-tied whenever you're around. Kudos to you if you know that quote. Fucking hell, properly tongue-tied here. I haven't done a video in ages, so I'm stuttering and stammering because the bloody camera's on my face. Go away. But yeah, Gears of War Judgement. It's not really floating my boat, and I am beyond disappointed that it doesn't have a manual. If you just saw me take something out, then that's like a code for the original Gears of War, which is awesome. It cost me £15 brand new, and wasn't expecting a code for the original Gears of War. Doesn't mean a thing to me because I've already got it, and I should probably give it away. But I can't. Maybe I'll create another account one day and maybe I'll want a digital version of it, who knows. I don't know, maybe I'll give it away at some point. Who hasn't played the original Gears of War at this point? Either way, to get Gears of War Judgement and the original Gears of War, £15 brand new is just... it's awesome. That is a good deal. But yeah, that's the manual. That piece of crap on the inlay of the fucking cover, that's horrible. How does that entice you to play? Horrendous. Right, that's it for pickups. Is there anything I can say before I piss off? Obviously there's been a change to the man cave. I'm going to turn this way, which is weird. I got a new shelving unit for the corner, mainly because I wanted somewhere to display my electric violin, mandolin and ukulele. I need a stand for my ukulele still, so there will be 3 instruments up there soon. Mainly because I want to heavily start learning violin. I've had one for about 2 years now and it's barely been touched, and I put that down to it being hidden away in a case. Who wants to play something if you can't even see it? Now it's very accessible, and I have been playing it a lot since I put it up there. So yeah, there should be some more gaming stuff on that shelf soon. Some eye candy for you. I know I said I was going to move this over there, but I like having it next to me, to be honest, when I'm on the computer. So yeah, that ain't going to happen. It would have looked impressive, but I don't care. At the moment, I'm not making videos enough to warrant fancying the place up. So yeah, the man cave has had some minor changes. Gaming habits, I'm barely gaming. I enjoy work way too much at the moment. It's like absorbing me. I go to work, I do my job, I come home, I research my job. It's really sad, but I'm really lucky to be in a computer engineering job at the moment. Never expected to be in a job like that. It's not as fancy as it sounds, but I'm enjoying it, and no, I'm just taking advantage of that while I'm in it, because who knows how long it's going to last. No job's permanent these days. Yeah, as far as the 360 games going, they're not selling too much at the moment. They're pretty much all online, bar the shelves I want to keep, which I have shown you before. But they're just not selling for some reason. They're on play.com, and before, I suppose, the Xbox One and PS4 launched, they were going like 2-3 a week, but they're just not selling at all now. It's really quite annoying, because I'm lumped with a load of games that I can't say I particularly want, to be honest with you. I know I said I'd sell them off here, but that involves making a video, and making a video involves getting home from work, changing out my work clothes, making myself look vaguely presentable rather than being greasy and possibly having a nap, so, you know, I'm in the zone. I'm making excuses. I can't bother to do anything when I get back from work, essentially. Making videos is a lot more effort than it sounds. Like in recording the video, editing it slightly. I know I don't do a lot of editing, but there's undoubtedly going to be cuts. And then uploading it, which takes hours. It's just... I'm not dedicated to it enough at the moment to do a video of that magnitude. I think doing that 2.5 video on the collection completely killed me. I'm still gutted that I never did a video when my collection was at its largest, because I think the last time I did a video on the collection it was only the early stages of 300, whereas my collection got to like 436 games at its highest point, which was never captured on camera, which is really, really quite sad. But at the time I just wanted to get rid of stuff and wanted to get rid of it then. I've probably still got over 300 left. I've probably got like 350 titles there still, which proves how little they're selling. I do want to grow my Mega Drive and my Dreamcast collection a little bit at the moment, but it's just finding games cheap and in the wild, and I haven't found a game in the wild in a long time. Since Blockbuster's closed down, especially the charity shops around here just don't get games anymore, which really, really sucks. It's like my dealer's gone. It's really bad. I think that's probably about everything, even if I am speaking to the wall over there. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm done. Anyway, Happy New Year everyone. Cheers. Enjoy. Sorry for the waffling.